what do you say about the traditional aspect of political sphere of influence where entrance requires occultic initiations?
Yeah, I heard about that, and there might be some truth in that there are some form of occultism or witchcraft that some politicians practice.
Okay.
When it comes to political activism, it could be true, but that's why we're the light, and that's why we are supposed to go there and actually deliver those people and let them know they could actually achieve and attain their political ambition, not necessarily using evil powers, that they can use God's power, that God's power is actually superior. We are supposed to go in there to demonstrate to them that God's power can actually secure for them whatever ambition, whatever goal that they have put before themselves. And also we should let them know that they have a calling and a mandate to do that for God, to attain political positions, to promote God's agenda. So I think everything is possible. Just use the right force, the right power, God's power, rather than satanic power.
Okay, I think what this person is trying to say is the entrance, for you to even be a part, for you to enter into it, it requires this initiation. So how do you enter if you don't want to be initiated?
You enter by using God's wisdom. Okay. You enter by using the power of excellence. You try to be the best in your area. Like, for example, if I want to run for political office, because it's by district or by state. So I must make sure that I am doing something that all other candidates are not doing. I must make sure that I am very efficient in what I'm doing. I must make sure that I am kind. I show people God's kindness to people. I must make sure that I show God's love to people so much that even 90%, at least 50% of the people living in that district will be willing to give me their vote. So if I could win people over to my side, if I could convince people their heart and conviction, but through my good works, that is superior to any initiation they must have done. And by the time we go into elections, there will be surprise. Surprises do happen. This will be one of the surprises. And that will become a platform which I will stand upon to now say, you say, I didn't do what you do, but I still got in. This is because there is another power which is superior that you could use, but not just power of praying like Christians would normally do. So that's why we pray. I used to know one guy that he said God told him that he would become the governor of the state in Nigeria. And I was asking him, so what political party are you in? He said, no, those are political. Okay. When are you running? Oh, he said, I tried to run one time, but the churches didn't perform. I know that the churches were promising him to others, so they didn't perform. And, you needed to do a lot of, the bribing, or people are all kind of things. I said, so why are you running? And why have you stopped running after that? Oh, well, because I'm just waiting until God says. Okay. So I'm praying. So he's been praying for 20 years now, and now he's going to be 60. So before he realizes he's going to be 80. It's not what happens by praying. It's what happens by using God's intelligence, God's wisdom, the mind of Christ, and using the wisdom and the principles that God has already put in His Word, rather than just waiting for God to come and perform for you. So sometimes our religiosity is what is holding us back and what is preventing us from having results. Not really that Satan is as powerful as we draw him to be.
Okay. So in conclusion of what you're saying is that we should win the hearts of the people by our good works.
That's one of the principles.
Okay. So much that the people will be even chanting your name. Yes. So nothing can be an obstruction into entering because you've already gained that ground.
Yes.
Wow. That's awesome.
There was an article that came out this week, yesterday or so, about me, just mentioning one of the things that I plan to do in Nigeria when I go there. Okay. I think my blog also released an article that's saying that I'm going to build a clinic in every local government. Okay. And I've just been inundated with letters coming from Nigeria on daily basis.
Okay.
Since that article came out. And that is nothing. And one of the people who called me as a result said, you know what, if you are going to do that, the whole country is going to be clamoring for you to be president. I said, wow, that just one. They don't even know.
Yeah.
That's just like nothing compared to what they're planning to do. So, and they said now that they will already be, if you really do that, that the whole country will be clamoring for you to become. But I said, I don't need a political office. But still, you know, that is just one little
thing. Yeah. Wow.
And I'm receiving letters. Everybody wants to join.
That's awesome.
And I'm not even on ground yet.
Yeah. So actually these things are obtainable, it's possible, it's just that we lack the right knowledge and wisdom on how to apply it. So it's more like the rule or the system is caging us because we are not coming with the principle of the kingdom.
Yeah, but we believe more also in the methods of the occultic power.
Okay.
We believe in what they do more. If these are Christians telling me this, that this is what the political elite do. And this is the only way. So they have more faith in the methods. That is the method and the principles and the methodology of the occultic world and the other side. So we are going to find out what the other side is doing. And we are now coming to believe more in what they are doing, their own strategy, than we don't even have any idea about our own strategy. So we should find out about God's strategies and be able to believe in our own strategy and in the potency of our own strategy over any other strategy that Satan might come up with. But we are busy talking about what Satan is doing. And we are even doing propaganda and advertisement for Satan. These are Christians. And now we are even using that to hold ourselves back in the four walls of the church and say we shouldn't go. As if we don't have power, as if we don't have wisdom, as if we don't have understanding, as if we have been left powerless by God, as if God is just telling us to go do something that will not have any effect at the end of the day, as if God doesn't care, as if God is just throwing us to the war zone without weapons, as if God, God is not, that lacks wisdom or understanding. So Christians have just made God's power and even God to be powerless in their attitude, and that's not the case. Wow. It is our failure, not God's failure.
Yeah.
And it's not because occultic power is so powerful.
It's more powerful.
It's not because of what they can do or they are so powerful. It's because of what we are not doing.
Wow. Wow.